OMG BBG!
Welcome back to another Beyblade Burst unboxing. Beyblade Burst anime is over, but we got Beyblade Burst BU
Let's
products.
go! New series!
Yeah, new series. We can see the box of these products changed too, hey?
It's very rectangular.
Yeah.
Like there's no angles at all.
Exactly.
It's just
usually it's
plain.
like curved left and right, but this one's this is kind of a new box design. Are you excited for Beyblade Burst BU?
Burst Ultimate!
Yeah, so we should be seeing a lot more gimmicks in this generation, hopefully. But this is it. The first release is B197. So this is Divine Belial. So Belial's got an upgrade. You can see there is no anime reference at all, hey? Like, dang.
Nothing,
that's
no
different
character.
Now. Alright. It's interesting. But let's take a look at the back of the box here. We have brand new parts. So Belial 2 looks like it's a red version, like a red colored version. We've seen that before from our last Belial, Dangerous Belial.
Yep, we get that burst lock still, so that's a really great part.
And then the next part here is brand new, Divine, so DVN. 3 blade design, looks very cool.
Yeah, it has metal too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
BU blade.
Sick. And then we have the 3 armor. We've seen that before. So fits pretty well with Divine, I guess, because there's also 3 contact points there. And then Nexus, we've seen that from our first gen Belial, so nothing special for that one. But the performance tip, or the driver, we have Adventure.
I think that's my favorite part. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing that one the most.
Yeah, it looks like it's built upon the first Adventure driver, right? It's from Belial. It looks kind of similar, so we'll have to dig into that, see what the gimmicks are all about. But the cool thing about this release is you can actually use your DB parts, the gear system, right? You have V gear, F gear, S gear, and L gear, right? You can use those and kind of fit that all together and make it your ultimate combo. Not only does it work with your previous gears, there's also going to be new gears that are introduced in Beyblade Burst BU, I'm guessing. There's a teaser here, so question mark, that you'll get to assemble with this Belial Beys. Before we get started with the unboxing, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and click on that bell notification icon so you guys don't miss the next video. Follow us on Instagram at GeekDosage and on TikTok at BeybladeGeeks Official.
Like goal for this video is 10,000. Smash that like button if you like Beyblade Burst BU.
This video was brought to you by Zen Market. Are you guys looking for your own authentic Japanese Beyblade Burst BU base? Check out our friends over at Zen Market. They're a Japanese proxy shipping website that brings you goods directly from Japan. Zen Market only attaches a very small fee of 300 yen per item. So if you're looking for some rare goods from Japan, Zen Market is there for you. When you guys are shopping on Zen Market, you're also looking at different databases from stores like Amazon Japan, Rakuten, Yahoo Auctions, and so much more. Not only are there Japanese Takara Tomy Beys, there are also clothes, food, video games, a bunch of cool stuff that you might not be able to find anywhere else. If Zen Market is right for you, definitely check out our showcase page in the video description below. Use our link and get 300 yen free for your first item that you purchase on Zen Market. So if Zen Market is right for you, check out our links in the description below. Now let's do our Beyblade Burst BU first unboxing ever. Let's do this.
So excited to see what is going to come up next.
Right, this is a booster. Almost forgot about that. So no launcher, you got 3 parts. But of course, your BU system, energy layer, breaks into multiple parts. Yo, the metal looks pretty sick. So, got that, like, almost like feathers. You know what I mean? And then the boring part of this release is Nexus. So we've seen that before, but I guess you do need Nexus to build your perfect gear Belial, and this one is no exception.
Get that S gear on it, man.
Yeah, and then our Adventure. Alright. Got some rubber. Right? Oh, it's like kind of sharp there. Well, let's take everything apart and then we'll go over everything. Alrighty, so we broke the Bey apart and these are all the parts we get. Starting with the DB core. So this DB core is red in color. It's got some gold and blue accents. The previous Belial 2 core was gold and black. So this is actually a really good addition, even though we already got that part. It's really nice to be able to get it from this booster. It's easy access, don't have to buy the whole set just to get Belial 2. It's got the burst locks and it's pretty good in your attack combos. And then right below that we have the 3 armor, We've seen this one before, nothing too special. But one thing that's interesting is it actually didn't come with any stickers.
It's like they could have given us like at least a couple stickers to put on there, just like our previous releases, but whatever. I mean, we don't really see it anyways because we usually leave our Beys in low mode.
Yeah, if it was in high mode, then you would see it a bit more. But I guess for Belial, you do use high mode quite a bit because of the perfect gear Belial. But I guess at that point, you would just use your L gear. So far so good. Now the main attraction, Divine. This thing actually looks pretty insane. It kind of curves up and it looks really thick. Don't get tricked though, because if you turn it the other side, there's actually a little bit of materials that's hollowed out. Very similar to like how Hasbro designed some of their energy layers. So the pro is, you got metal on top, but the con is you don't have much weight right in the bottom.
I actually really like the shape of the Divine BU blade compared to the original Dynamite. That one seemed a little bit plain to me. This one looks a lot more beefed up from the top view at least.
Yeah, so we really have to pay attention to all the new BU releases. Their blades should have some crazy gimmicks going forward.
You'll notice that when you're looking at the Divine BU blade straight on, that there's like two cutouts on the left and right side. As of right now, nothing goes into those slots or attaches, but chances are that's probably a future gear evolution that will fit into there.
Yeah, we gotta buy those DLCs later on.
Like we have 4 gears already, and then now you're gonna add even more.
Yeah, that's really cool because then you have perfect gear Belial but with other parts. So there's just so many customization you can do.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the 3 new gears that are teased in the box, they aren't going to be like added on top of the 4 others. I have a feeling that maybe you'll have to sub out, say like F gear to use one of them or something like that, right? Like if you want to prioritize a different attribute. That's my guess, but I could be totally wrong. Maybe it's going to be insane and you can attach like everything.
And there's already some rumors of the D gear coming soon, so really looking forward to the future Beyblade Burst BU releases. Next up, the Nexus disc.
Boring.
Well, you kind of have to have this disc, especially if you want all your gear set up, right? Like the S gear goes on there perfectly. And then last but not least, this is probably the most interesting part of this release, Adventure. So this Adventure driver is very interesting. It's pretty bulky. It looks kind of similar to Adventure, the original Belial driver, because it does work with your gear system. The tip of the driver is pretty similar to Adventure. It's a flat tip. On the outside, there's those jagged edges. One major difference is that red piece. So with Venture, with our previous release, we had a circular hard rubber designed around the flat tip. For the new Adventure driver, the 2 red hard rubber pieces are now spikes.
Not only that, but they are also spring-loaded as well, so when it makes contact into the stadium, it actually gets pushed in. According to Takara Tomy, when that rubber piece actually makes contact, it's supposed to bite into the stadium and give you a boost of speed. But we'll see about that when we actually put it into battle.
So of course, you can add V-gear onto this Adventure driver. When you do that, the spikes are then retracted, then only the flat tip is exposed.
And of course, adding the V-gear will make the entire driver a lot rounder at the bottom, so life after death should be a bit improved.
I feel like we're probably going to be using the V-gear on this quite often, but it's kind of nice that you get 2 options. Okay, so let's put it together. Let's do low mode, and then afterwards we will be able to switch it to high mode as well and add our gears.
Looks kind of like Dynamite Belial from the side there. Deceiving.
Yeah, I guess you really are getting Belial if you want to upgrade it, so you kind of have to get your gears ready. But this is how it looks with the Bey by itself. A bit boring, but definitely the star of the show, the BU blade, really catches our eyes. Looks very cool, and like look at the curves, The whole Bey weighs
69.55, almost 70 grams from this release. It's not too bad.
Yeah, but not extremely heavy, so we know at least it won't be like super OP right off the bat. Of course, we have to compare it with Dangerous, the blade. So Dangerous weighs
9.97, almost 10 grams.
Okay, so that was the previous release. And then
No
now
metal.
our BU blade, okay?
Brand new, 9.43, a little bit lighter.
Okay, so it's actually lighter than the previous release.
Even with metal, hey?
Yeah, well the thing is, it is a bit hollowed out, the bottom. And one thing we were talking about as well is actually pretty thin looking.
It looks so
Like,
thin
on the
in those
corner
parts there, yeah.
It's only the 3 blade where you get a thicker design, but I would expect it to hit a bit harder than Dangerous because of the metal. In case you're wondering, Dynamite from Dynamite Belial.
Ooh, 5.53, so big upgrade from Dynamite. but not quite as heavy as dangerous.
But Dynamite's pretty irrelevant at this point now, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's very round when you put the gears in, and it's actually viable at that point. But yeah, like stock combo, definitely take that BU blade.
And then just want to do a quick demonstration of adding all our gears. So F gear from Fafnir, put it on the bottom. And then you can add your L gear right on top. You do have to still use your Bey as high mode if you want to use the gears with it. Then your DB core goes in. S gear with your Nexus. Clip that in. You got free spinning mode or non-free spinning. And then finally you have V gear that fits into your adventure driver. So you just clip it in like that. And then you see the rubber pieces are now retract. So you have more stamina from this. Put it into your whole combo. Alright, and that's your Perfect Gear Belial. Perfect Gear Divine Belial, that is. What do you guys think? Can't wait to try it out with the future gears. Divine Belial, test spin. Okay, so right spinning Bey, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's looking fancy with that red DB core.
Yo, it actually moves pretty good. Not too bad. Like, it moves better than Venture.
Yeah.
So, oh man, the stamina's dying though.
Oh man.
Like, that's probably
that's bad.
That's that rubber claw, like the
jabbing into the stadium.
jabbing into the stadium probably. So it was moving pretty well in the beginning. But yeah, that died quick. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's shoot. Oh, my armor.
It's got some pretty decent attack power. No stamina.
3, 2, 1. Shoot. Bahamut's too strong.
Even high mode.
3, 2, 1. Shoot. Oh, nice. Oh, with your stamina, dude.
Yeah, so I guess you do need V gear.
Ragnarok just taunting you. Look at that. This little nudge there. Wow. Good job, Cyclone Ragnarok.
Alright, so that's pretty much it for the unboxing of Divine Belial. That was actually pretty fun. I'm looking forward to using this with more gears. Of course, we're going to do some more battles with this, so stay tuned to our Beyblade Burst BU battles. Who should we battle this against? Let us know in the comment section below. And also let us know what you guys think about Beyblade Burst BU and this Divine Belial in general. Like, first Bey and BU, does this live up to expectation?
It's almost like Dynamite Belial, in my opinion. Like, Dynamite Belial was a bit of a letdown. For this to be the first release for BU, this is also seeming like it could have been better for a first Bey, you know? But it's gonna get upgrades, right?
It's gonna get upgrades, and this is just the first of the BU blades, so looking forward to seeing more. Like the video, subscribe, and as always,
Geeks out!